Hey, Eagle Run 23 here. Welcome back to the channel. Check this out. We have ourselves a little, well, it's a gun safe, but little quick access, a little quick access gun safe. What I was trying to say was like a little bedside, nightstand, little gun safe. At the request of my wife, I need to have some of these in the house. So I'm a big fan of this company, Wyze. Back a couple years ago when I first found out about Wyze, they had a $20 Wi-Fi camera. And I'm not really much of a fan of like the whole home smart stuff. I don't have any smart things. But I was a fan of adding some, home security style cameras. And I'm not looking for Fort Knox here. I'm just looking for a couple of, put some cameras on a couple corners of the houses and kind of go at it from that direction. So I fell in love with this company because I am cheap and they make an inexpensive Wi-Fi camera. $20. I think it's about 3 years later now. I think they're like $29 now, but we all know about that. But anyway, it's still a pretty good deal at 29 bucks. I like the brand. Let's see what they did with gun safes. Looks like it's got, a manual backup, internal lighting. So you must have to charge it. I don't know how big that is. Unlocks in less than a second. It's a fingerprint scanner. I don't know how I feel about that, but, oh, it has a battery backup. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Oh, look at this. I knew I liked it. They freaking have a Beretta in their picture. Man, I'm sold just on the Beretta. All right, let's open this dude up. And let's see what's inside. Okay, so it kind of looks like it opens from the side here. Looks like we've got... They actually have branded Duracell batteries instead of some cheap off-brand. Oh, there's the key. That's kind of cool. I guess I shouldn't show you my key on camera, but looks like that. Okay, cool. Now that I say that about the key, I think it's important to define what the actual role of this piece is. So let me get out of the box. All right, well, 10 out of 10 on the packaging as far as meeting expectations are concerned. Anytime you are the first to order a product, you get a little I backed product. And when I ordered this, I actually thought that it was a pre-order. I wasn't really paying attention. And we're gonna talk about the price here in a minute, but wasn't really paying attention. And I thought this was gonna maybe be here this summer or something. I didn't really, and it showed up like a week later. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's take a quick peek here. I don't really get too caught up on the packaging. I'm just gonna throw it away. But it does show some intentionality whenever you see, a package that's well thought out and put together and it doesn't show up damaged. There's no damage to this thing. It's in great shape here. So it looks like I'm gonna have to pair this with my phone. So, all right, let's check it out here and see. How do you, oh, look at this. Huh, okay. All right, well, let's put our key in there. And, oh, all right, that's cool. All right, so it shoots open pretty quick. I guess that's gonna be the liner on the bottom. That leaves a little to be desired, but it seems like it's adequate. Before we dig in any further here, let's actually talk about what this is and the purpose behind it. So I think it's important to understand that this is not an anti-theft device. I was reading there's a Facebook group for the Wyze products, and I was reading through there whenever this came out, and everyone's like, they should send it to the lockpicking lawyer and see how crappy it is. that's not really the point of this. It's not designed to be unpickable. Nowhere in the instructions or the box does it say anything about this is unpickable. It's not unpickable. It's going to just simply bolt. You saw the bolt holes down there. You're just going to bolt it to the inside of your drawer, and it's going to give you, quick access to your firearm. The main purpose of this is to keep a firearm out of the hand of someone who doesn't need access to it quickly. If it's one of those kind of catch-22 situations. If you need a gun, you need a gun. Hopefully none of us ever need a gun, but if you need a gun, you want to have access to it. And then, storing it in your sock drawer is not really the best option, especially if you have children, which I do. And so having something like this where you can do a doot or a fingerprint and boom, you're in. I feel like that's kind of cool, and it's a good option. If someone is ransacking your home and they have any amount of time, I'm pretty sure they could just take the whole drawer with them. But again, that's not really the point. This is not an anti-theft device. This is a way to safely store your firearm and have quick access to it. Nothing is unpickable. I mean, those of you guys that watch The Lockpicking Lawyer, like, holy cow. I mean, these are multi-million-dollar companies that he can pick the locks in, sometimes a matter of minutes or even moments on some of them I've seen. And I think it's important to realize that this is not designed to be the end-all, be-all. I mean, it's $150 safe, which I guess that's when we're going to segue to the price. So comparably speaking, this is on the middle low side of this market. There's $80, $90 ones, but the ones that have some connectivity to them, with an app and some saving and battery and all that kind of stuff, in that category, this is on the middle lower side of stuff. There's some that are just a key, that are 70, 80 bucks, and then there's more elaborate, larger ones. Mostly the size is what, technology is one thing, but the size is also what controls the price. And I feel like this is a little large, realistically. I mean, we can see this is a Glock 26 that fits in there. Let me see if I have here is a Glock 17, a little tighter fit. If you had an optic on there, that might be tight, with an optic on there. I'm sure it would go though, but that's a full size 17. I mean, that's, I don't have any revolvers or anything, but probably a 17 is what would live in here, or a 19, and see what it looks like. This is just a piece of plastic and a piece of metal. It is not a firearm. There we go. So there's what your 19 would look like. Falling apart on me. So a standard to a compact, to a full-size firearm is going to fit fine in there. And, you would even have space, spare mag, or on the picture, it had your passport or whatever in there. I'm not going to keep my passport in here, but something to consider. Let me go through and set it up, and then I can kind of show you how it opens. I think that'd be the best thing to do. Okay, got it all set up. That took no time at all, less than 5 minutes. So 3 ways to get in this. And number 1 here is with the key. No big deal. Number 2, with a fingerprint. I mean, that's pretty dang quick. Like, realistically, that's pretty quick. I'm right-handed, so how would you want to grab that? Maybe like that? Okay, that's fine. I like it upside down, I think. And then I'm going to hide my password here. I guess we could get a timer out, but it seems like it could be under a second. Pretty quick. Let's talk about the setup real quick. Again, it was super fast. It just paired with my phone. I'm already connected to Wi-Fi. I already had the app because I use it pretty regularly with my cameras and such. So adding it was a breeze. No problem at all. Are there lights on in there? I think you control the lights inside the app. I need to look at that. But the app setup is super easy, super fast. No problems at all with that. Oh, I probably should have left that on. Oh, well, that was too satisfying not to do. You go through and add your code. You have fingerprints, you have a key, several ways to get in. It opens really quickly. I don't think I'm gonna have any problems just bolting this inside the, a drawer. Seems like that should be a good option. One note about the fingerprint though, it made me pass a little disclaimer. And I think it's actually interesting that Wyze is concerned about this. I don't use a fingerprint or face recognition on my phone. Call me paranoid if you wish. That's totally fine. Don't care. But I don't use a fingerprint. I punch in my code on my phone. And I also don't use the face print. The fingerprint on this was a little concerning to me, but they made me sign a disclaimer that I understand that the fingerprint is only stored in this device. I'm going to give them 5 stars for that idea. If it truly is only stored here, that makes me happy. I'm willing to give them my fingerprint. Whether or not I believe that, that's another topic, but at least they're trying, and I appreciate that. I feel like that's somewhat of a concession to the gun owners, that we're not gonna want our fingerprints stored somewhere in the cloud. So that's pretty cool. So if it really is only stored there, I think that's pretty cool. So I have not used it, obviously. I just got it, came a couple days ago. But I think I'm going to like it. I'm a little bit worried about how far out my drawer has to come. How far out can I slide before this opens? I don't know. Need to worry about that. But yeah, I think I'm going to get some use and function out of this. Need to plug it in, let it get charged up. I'm assuming it's not charged, but it tells you the battery level on the app. So it'll also send you a notification when it's low. Oh, in addition to that, let's talk about notifications. If you use your password or fingerprint or key, if this thing opens at all, it sends a notification to your phone. That's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know how necessary that is, but if you get a note, while you're at work that your gun safe was opened, that might be interesting. I don't know what you would do. What does that mean? I don't know, but I guess it's good to know. So I don't know. I'm jazzed about this. I think it's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to playing with it, getting it installed. I probably won't show you an installation of it. I don't think anyone will care too much about that. It looks like it's 2 bolts, and they even include the little anchor screws, which is cool. So anyway, I'm excited about this. Thank you guys for watching. Leave me a comment about what you think about this and if you think it's useful. What do you think about the $150 price range? What do you think about the size? And lastly, what do you think about the technology? This might be the most technologically advanced thing other than my iPhone that I have. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Eagle Run 23.